almost dead. Oh Lord, 1 second. Uh, sorry. So, hello everyone. I'm sure. I wonder if there was anyone watching. Sometimes like I'm super late and there's always someone. I hope you having a great. I wish I had something to clean my screen because it looks so like so greasy, or I don't know. But I know something is not right for it to look like that. Okay, it's clearer. So yeah, I hope you had a there's someone. Welcome. I hope you had a good weekend. The weekend just started and you enjoy your Saturday. So today I was thinking about something like my experience with people that um, I deal with in the past, so good and bad. And I realized, and I read a lot of articles and also Quora. It's a an online website that people can exchange their thought and give advice to each other. So I was reading something about humanity, and one person said, give an example why now, what is the reason why we give up on humanity. This person said she has a coworker who sacrifice his life, always helping a friend, helping anyone. This it's someone with a really really good heart, and when he was in the worst time, nobody was there for him. And so the people were saying that's why, and sometimes the people that you help, they are the one that turns against you, and that's why a lot of people, they act so mean and so heartless, and they don't care. They just think about themselves. But what I want to say, you can't go to life because of a bad experience or even a second experience and just put a wall to you and try to change yourself into like something else. And it's not like it's good to change yourself and prove yourself, but when you don't, when you just, what you used to do good, helping others, and you don't do it anymore, I don't think it's a good thing. And you can protect yourself. Be careful with people. Like, help them far away instead of just put a wall on it. The reason why I'm saying that, I realize there are two types of people. Today I had a call from a friend, and I know for some people they would not even call her friends. And sometimes the person that you who will be there to help you is someone that you didn't even know, right? And I know that person since I started my divorce. How we met, um, while I went to file for something, and I'm trying to do my own paperwork by myself because at that time I didn't have a lawyer. I couldn't afford a lawyer, and she was there, and we started talking, and she was dealing with the same thing as me. She had a very abusive relationship, and she kept it private. She didn't tell the police, and the man now was using the children against her, trying to get full custody, and was just enraged, right? And she helps me out a lot because she been divorced for a long time, and she knows the court system since she's from the United States, right? So, and that girl, one day I had to take my daughter for an exam, right? And we met like that, and we just start talking because, and we just start sharing ID. When I am stressed, I talk to her. She's like, take it, don't stress yourself. Things not, I never called that woman one day for her to not speaking something positive over my life, over my situation. even she's dealing with her own thing, you know. And you need people like that in your life. Even she was dealing with such trauma, and she has more kids than I. And it's like it was a very positive support for me. And those people, God sent them into your life for you to not giving up, to still understand that there's still good people in the world, right? And because even there are so many bad people, a lot of people that you help, they are the one that turning against you. And she was so supportive and still supportive. So it's not like she gave me money or anything, but when you're dealing with trauma, when you're dealing with stress and like abuse, and somebody try to take your kid away, you cannot see your children, people, like with court system in America is very stressful. It is very stressful, especially when you don't have family support with you, right? So from there, especially when you're dealing with a narcissist person. And one day I took my daughter to get she's supposed to have an exam, a doctor exam. A doctor exam, a doctor oh no, I can't even find the name, sorry. And so I came with my son too. They said unfortunately my son cannot come to the room. I didn't have nowhere to leave my son, and this thing I have to wait minimum 3 months to take an appointment, right? I didn't want to go. I called her right away. She said, "Where are you?" And I can tell you why now. From there, I understand that lady. She was really, really a good person. And she just came, pick up my son, take him to the McDonald's and spend the time with him. And my son till now, he is asking for her. And her and I, we don't really speak all the time because she is busy. She has her kids. I have my kid. I have my kids. So today she called me. Today she called me and we were talking about things. I told her what I'm still dealing with, and she gave me some advice and some support talking, you know. And I realized, and I said, you know what, I felt so bad because we don't speak for a long time, and majority of the time when I call you, it's because something bad happened, and I don't want you to feel like I don't appreciate you. She said, you know what, you don't need to say any of this because I've been there. She can relate. She said, I've been there and I'm busy. Good friends will not judge you because you don't call them, because they know you are a mother. They know your problem. Instead of judging you, if they can provide some support, helping you with your children or anything, they should do that or pray for you. Not saying, and from there I said, wow. I said, wow, because there are two type of people in the world. And this girl, this lady, I plan in my mind, God, I think I met her. Not I think, I believe God make us. We met together because God has a vision for us, because we both believe in the same thing. We have the same vision, same purpose. She been to the same thing as me, the same. It's, and it's just she from here, and I from another place, and I don't really know. I didn't know the system 100%, you know. So that's the only difference. The same problem she been to. She been to hell like me, and I always since I've been to that, I just have this deep um, purpose, vision to help people from abusive relationship, to help children who've been to abuse and neglect. I just want to help people like who, I don't know where I'm gonna start, but that's why I'm working on my purpose, and I pray that God help me. And I've learned from that, and I talked to her about that, and I've learned that there are two type of people in the world. They said hurt people, right? Which is sometimes is true and not always, because I don't believe because you've been through something very hurtful, you have to turn around and want to hurt. You want someone else to deal with the same thing or worse. And I feel like you should learn from it and help others. Try to protect others to not falling in the same thing. And the people who are dealing with that, you should be able, if you can provide your help anyhow, be there for them. Not trying to bring more trouble into it. So one thing that I realized with a lot of women who've been to domestic violence situation, sometimes those women, they go against the victim of abuse, the victim of the women who've been to abuse, the victims, because they team up with the abuser. And I saw that. I saw a lot of women that you think that you can relate to because you've been to the same thing, and they mothers like you, they wife like you, or ex-wives, and they've been to the same issue. You think, okay, this person can going to understand, this person will be there. No, they don't like it. Not everyone. And that's why I want to share that, because a lot of times when I'm talking to my friend, they said I'm too nice, blah blah blah. And it's almost like some people, the world is such a crazy place. Good people, they putting a wall. We don't even know how to help. That's why I have to ask God to protect me, because when you have a good heart, we want to do good thing, it's easy for you to get hurt. People who always want to make the world a better place, they are the one that they got killed by the one they helping, or by a very powerful person, or society, or someone who doesn't, who don't believe in their dream, or what they have for the future, will probably stop them from getting, from letting them doing the corruption, because we're living in a very corrupt world, and money is power in America. When someone refuses to allow what the society call power, to put them down, you are a threat for them. And I understand that. For people who has really bad heart, who just wanna do criminal things. When I said criminal, I'm not just talking about someone who going to steal because they're hungry. I'm not talking about somebody who been to a lot, and they become really not a good person, they take drugs or anything. I'm talking about real criminal who looks good, and everything looks good in their lives, but the fact they have money, they using outsider to destroy another one, to destroy other people, while nobody knows what's going on inside. And those people, they very, very dangerous people, because they don't look like that. It's hard for you to find out this person is really a criminal, because you can't tell. Human trafficking, people who's using children for, I don't want to say the rest, people who's doing all those things. They are, a lot of times it's rich people who's doing that, but they have others they pay who can get. And a lot of time women, they're using women, because if you see a woman come talking to you, say they're gonna say she gonna help you, you're gonna trust her easily than a man. You're gonna think the man tried to get something from you, he tried to sleep with you, or because he likes you, you're gonna protect yourself more. But when it's a woman like you, you don't have no fear, right? So I wanted to say that, because I realized that this world is really, really a dangerous world, and you don't know who to trust. And someone who might tell you look good, and even showing good thing, try to I'm gonna help you with this, like what I'm saying. I have to once I'm busy. That's what she called. When I call her, she never called. So when I mean helping, I'm not talking about money, but like both of you are mothers, and you help each other with children, you cooking for each other. That's a way of life. As a human being, you can live in society, you know how to help your community, and you know how to live in community. It's not always about what you can bring. It's about even your service that you can provide is a lot. Your resources, what if you can speak another language, teaching children, you can cook. You cook some food and sharing to others, and helping your sister who is so busy with kids, helping her to clean. And I appreciate people like that, because it's a lot, right? And I see that in some people. I live it so nice. And the same people will be the one to turn against you. But sometimes they always show you something. Because I went to a friend house, and a mother like me, a wife, and she thought that I was sleeping, and she came walking very sneaky. I wasn't sleeping. I just closed my eyes. She came and taking pictures. Like I hear, I'm like, wow, why is she taking picture? And once I turned my body, she went away, act like, and she started acting like she's talking to her child. And I never. And I told my friend, I had to call my friend and tell her about it. First said, you have to be careful because that is weird. Why almost at 12 a.m. in the morning and she has to come in the room that you're sleeping? If she wants like pictures of your hair, or I don't know why she wants a picture, she's supposed to ask you, and taking pictures sneaky like that and acting like she never take picture. And that person is very, very nice. You will never think that person is like that. The same person is the person when my ex came to my home. She took his business card, and I've been talking about it for a long time. And all my friends, even my lawyer, she said, that's not your friend. A friend will never, what you went to with your ex, and they know how he is, a person will never ever take his business card or decided stand there while you tell them don't speak to him, and this person stand giving your ex information, right? So what I want to say about that, I didn't even want to talk about it because I don't want to give people wasting my energy over it, but it's always good to share your experience with others, right? So what I want to say about that is, from there I could have said, I don't want to have friends anymore. I don't want to help people anymore. I don't want to hear about people's problems because people are so, and too, after a few days she calls me to say if I am in hypocrisy with her because she didn't hear me for 4 days, and I am busy with 2 kids at home, my son going to school virtually, I'm working from home, I have another daughter, 2 kids, no support. I'm the only one in God who has to do it, so I can't really spend time over the phone with another mother who has 2 kids, you know. And I realize that you have to be very careful when people come to your life telling you their story and acting like they good. You don't know, one thing that we cannot see is people's heart. And majority of the times, it's with time we're gonna understand if a person is good by their action. And sometimes even when you just met them, the actions look good, that doesn't mean they're good people, right? And my friend today was telling me, you have to be careful, not everybody's like me. I said, how did you, the way you're so supportive to me, so helpful, you're such a good person, how did you know when somebody is good, when somebody is not good? Because you told me, Marie, I know you too good, you always want to help, you always want to do this, even I'm good, I'm not like that. But I said, how did you know? How did To be honest with you, that's something that I have to work on myself. Yeah, that's something that I have. Hi, Truvel, welcome. That's something that I have to learn from myself, to be careful with people because I don't judge people. I treat everyone the same, and I love everyone the same. I am someone who see people, all we are equal, right? And because of that, I will talk to anyone the same. And when someone tell me something, I trust them, because I always feel like, what is the reason somebody, especially a woman like me, a mother, what is the reason she will lie to me? What is the reason? But people are people. And yesterday I was reading an article about people who has, yes, that's very true, people who has personality disorder. And these people, they they feel the need of attention, they feel the need to feel grandiose, they feel the need to lie for anything, and just call you like very arrogant for no reason. Because it's, I careful about people, about people, I I can't even talk, to be honest with you, about how people feel so much. Before I say something, I have to think first. I don't just go, you have, and sometimes someone tell me something, I don't process it yet. It takes me time to process it and come back to it, right? And I don't understand, to be honest with you, how a friend, somebody who see you as a sister, somebody who always been there for you, she doesn't see anything. She always give you positive energy, telling you how smart you are, you can do it, you can do this. Not a friend who said, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't." I'm honest with my friends. If I saw, and I want my friends to be honest with me too. If I saw something that you're going straight to the problem again, I would tell you nicely. But to call it a friend because you didn't speak to them for 4 days, calling them if they are in hypocrisy with you, for me it's not a normal thing. That's mean you looking to speak to somebody so bad. Even you have a husband, you have 2 kids, you're supposed to be very busy, you have your brother with you. So if you don't talk to that person, something is wrong. And I told you that friend that I had, we don't speak sometimes for 2 months, sometimes for months. But when we speak, it's almost like there's nothing. I never ever heard from her saying, "Oh, you didn't call me." She knows I'm busy. I know she's busy. When she called me, we don't have this conversation. How is your children? How are you doing? How's your case? Everything is settled now. He leave you alone. We talking about other things. I talk to my friend how we can have an association to help women, how we can better the world. Not there and trying. I'm not looking for attention. I'm not looking for somebody to love me because I have higher purpose in the world. What I feel stressed about, I feel stressed when I cannot do what I supposed to do. I feel very stuck in the world sometimes, seeing how what's going on the unfairly, and people who have such power they could help, but they don't care, right? People like me and my friend and other people, they are the one that make the world a better place because their purpose is stronger than the job. Their purpose is so deep. They want to make a difference. And I realized, I said, you know what? I have to align myself with people who has the same values as me, and not people who just fake it because they see you a good person, they're trying to look good too. Because one thing that I know as a good person, you don't judge people. you you don't judge people because of the of what they have, about of who they are, about other things. When someone going into problems, you pray for them, and if you can help, you help them. And it's super hard for me to see someone always go and one thing, just watching someone, oh, this person is a bad person, this person is. That's why sometimes it takes me time to know who is good, who is bad, because I don't go and want to just think, oh, he has bad energy, oh, he got. How can I find out that? I'm not God. I am far from being God, you know. And yes, very true. Very, very true. And I realized this person actually was in my life because of a plan. Because she has a plan. She think that I was naive. She wanted to manipulate me. BJ, how are you? Welcome. Smart crazy lady. Yes, I am. So, um, and when I want to tell everyone, you don't need to be tough like physically. I kept saying that, and that's why I spend so much time feeding my mind. I don't watch TV. I don't know what's going on if it's not because of social media. I spend so much time listening to motivational speeches because these people, I've learned so much from them. Today I spent, I can say, half of my day listen to Eric Thomas, listen to what's her name? This lady, her last name is Mayer. I listen to so many motivational speakers, right? And sometimes when you wake up in the morning, when as a human being, when you're dealing with people who kept calling you in court, people who's trying to get custody of your children, it doesn't matter how strong that you are, there's time you don't even feel wake up. So that's what keep me up. I had to put motivational speeches in order to feed my mind, to remove the negativity. So I never understand others who just focus on trying to manipulate another person, because there's so many things that you can do to help yourself. And when somebody is nice, soft spoken, that doesn't mean they super naive or they stupid. And I think that person, the fact that I'm the type of person, if I know something, I will share it with others, because I'm not the type of person, oh, I'm not gonna help you if somebody help me. Nobody make it in life by themselves. God always sent, even you don't have nobody, God will send the right person to you, to your way. That's why I love helping others, because God brings so many good people into my life. And I do believe that, oh my God, everybody is calling me today. My cousin, oh, I will call her back. And I do believe that, yes, I will have a book in Jesus' name. I had so many plans that I want to do, but you know what? The devil is a liar. A lot of times when you are a good person, you have plan, God give you purpose, and it's hard for you to start making it, because you're gonna inspire others. One second, it's super hot in my home. You have a story, you're going to inspire others, you're gonna change life, you're gonna make people who, you're gonna remove addiction, whatever it's drug addiction, alcohol addiction, people who selling their body for money. They will know they don't need to do that. So, and I one thing that I realized, that's why now I have to focus more into my mind, and because I need it, I have to spend more time with God. I need to educate myself more and more and more and more, be ready, because that's how you're gonna make it happen. When you're good, you're gonna have so much persecution. And I'm telling you right now, people who wants to do good, it's not easy for them. They will have so many problems. It's God will, not God, the devil will use the weak one to make your life miserable. It's gonna be like a fight. That's why when those people, they coming out, they always inspire others, they always change lives. And today I was listening to Eric Thomas, and I was like, every time this man talk, I feel fire, and I feel like this man is always on fire. And he went to this, I'm talking about him, I have goose, because he went to this, because God, sometimes you have to go to something very deep, to something you think is very unfairly, until the times is there. That's when you're going to understand what is the reason you've been to it, and this make you stronger, right? That's someone who been drop out from high school, someone who been eating in the garbage, who been on homeless. Now he's a PhD graduate. He is #1 motivational speaker. He is a multi-millionaire. But one thing that he said that he loves the most is, he said nobody could he needs to be a motivational speaker, because the other motivational speaker, they have his purpose has to be him, because he can connect with those people who are dealing with poverty, with those people who are dealing with like they can focus in school, people who've been to so much. I think he went to jail too, people who went to jail. So when you listen to someone like that, you're going to a lot. And I hope a lot of people really, instead of wasting the time with the world, looking for attention or for love from the one person, they will focus more, listen to people that can help them, and spending time. Thank you. And please share the live, because today I listened to him the whole entire day, to be honest with you. That's what I do a lot of times when I need to feed my mind. So they need to, what I was saying, so they really need to do those things. When you go into stuff, don't feel like it's over for you. Don't feel like Don't feel it's you're not lucky. I don't believe in luck. I believe in blessing and hard work. And I'm not always a hard worker, right? Because when you go into a lot, and I have to push me, a lot of times I have to push me, and what's push me is not, it's not people. I have to put motivational speeches. I know listening to those people, they're gonna give me the strength. Listen to God, praying, because when I pray and spending time with God, he gave me, my day started good and I can keep going, right? And when I don't do that, I don't feel the same. I don't have the same energy. And a lot of us, we don't spend time with ourselves. Today I went to the CVS to pick up my daughter's medicine, and I took an Uber. The Uber driver told me, "Oh, you're going out?" I said, "No." Why? He said, "Because you live close to the city." I said, "No." He said, "So you don't go out?" And I said, "Not really. I go out sometimes." But he said, "What you gonna do? What you been doing?" And I told him, I said, I was listening to some motivational speeches. I said, "You know what? My life is a little bit boring. I'm not really somebody who would say, oh, it's an exciting person. But I know I'm an exciting person. I don't need the whole thing to feel exciting, right?" That's like, if you say a woman around my age, or even a woman 50 years old, 60 years old in this world, you just sit there listening to motivational speeches, that's what really keep you exciting, they will look at you like you're weird. And it's, for the world, what makes people happy and exciting, especially in America, they always feel like they need alcohol, they need drugs, they need party. And look, and I told him, I said, I did party in France since I was very young. So the education, the mentality there, it's not like, oh, you're gonna, for you to, in America, you're a minor, even you're 19, 20. In France, at 18, you can go out, you do everything that you want to do. So I told him, I said, I enjoy myself since I was like 15, 17. I started traveling. I do things that I love. I used to go out with my friends. But one thing I've never did, and I never feel like that I miss it, it's smoking, drinking. And as a child, and in France, children, they started smoking very early. It's like a normal cigarette. People smoke cigarette a lot in Europe, right? And it's a normal thing in my culture. Like, when I mean my culture, I'm not talking the Haitian culture, the French culture. And also, drinking wine is a natural thing. But thank you, BJP. But one thing that I never feel the need to do, it's drinking, smoking. And I can tell you, even my Haitian parents, they very tough. But I don't think, because when kids wanna do bad, you can't take them away. You can't do nothing about it. I'm telling you. That's why I've learned not to beat up my kids, to abuse them. Sometimes the kids need to, they need to be spanked, but not all the time. I've learned to speak to my children, because children understand, right? My dad, he hit me probably one or two. He always take the time to speak to me. And all the things that I remember, good thing in my life, I am exactly not 100%, because if I am like my dad, I will be too good for the world. Right? But my dad never drank, never smoked, and all of us came out like that. Not to say that we are perfect, but to tell you that you can create your own happiness, you can create your own excitement. And I go out with friends who's drinking, smoke, I never feel the need, and I never allow them to distract me, to say, oh, let me try it. I never, since I was a teenager. So those things, God creates some people, he knows for what reason. And when you are like that, people who are not easy to allow others to influence them, the devil doesn't like you, because you're not easy for him to take you away. A lot of young people, even older people, they easily distracted and let themselves influence. So I wanted to say that, because I've saw a lot of people who has money, a lot of people, their life could be so good, and they feel the need to get a higher excitement, and the excitement that you're looking for is not there. It's just something that surreal, something that is not thank you, something that is not even you're gonna look for it, but it's not there. Instead of helping you, it's destroying you. Like taking drugs because you try to stay away from your pain. That's not good, because the pain, when you high and you no longer high, the pain is still there. That's why I don't like to be high. I never high. I don't know how it gets, but what I'm saying, if you're taking anything because you want to run away from your problem, it's still gonna be there. You have to face it. You have to face it raw. And when I'm saying that, it is true. If I was trying to run away from my problem, saying I'm gonna take alcohol, or I'm gonna just run in friends, and I'm gonna leave my children, just leave it, I will never be happy, because I will be a mother, abandon my children because of problems. Or I will take now I will be a person with addiction. He will be in court to get the custody of the children for real. And that's why I'm saying again, when you're a good person, instead of focus on your looks, you have to focus on your mind. Your mind, the fight I'm telling you is in your mind. Everything is starting from your mind. When somebody can break your mind, they can break everything. And I realized that once you have your mindset, you said, I'm gonna do this. The time that you want to do it, probably you didn't do it, because we don't know our destiny, but you change your mind. That's what you want to do. You're gonna go back to it and work on it, and it's gonna happen. It's not what you said, it's what you put here. That's why you have to feed your mind. That's why eating healthy goes with that too. Eating good food so you can be strong. And also listen to good people, spending time with good people, right? Because the energy that you get from bad people is not good. It's gonna put you down. You're not gonna be able to help others. You're going to start thinking differently, and I see that. I experienced that with me, and that's why I decided to spend more time with me, spending time with myself and God, and very careful with who I'm spending my time with, right? Hello, Mustafa, welcome. Very, very be careful with who I am spending my time with, because I talked to my cousin and I told her about this friend. Thank you, Mustafa. And I told her, and my cousin was like, I said, cool. She's like, she just envy you, Marie. And I said, why she will be envy? I don't have no family in this state. I am doing everything by myself. I'm not rich. Guess what? And I am there telling you, you can do this, you can do that. You know what? If you have me as a friend, you have someone who always telling you good thing. Because I'm not the type of person who gonna tell you, you stupid, you cannot do it. This word doesn't exist in my vocabulary. I've learned to tell good things even over my life. Things I don't even think that I can do. I've learned to keep saying good thing, even I can't accomplish it now, but in my mind it's gonna start staying. I'm gonna start believe it, and it started like that. Your belief system is number one. If you're starting believing something, you're gonna start taking steps. You're gonna start taking action. Don't think, oh, you're gonna do something you don't even believe in, it's gonna happen. And my cousin was telling me, she said, you know what? You're a strong person. People can hate you for even that. You left an abusive relationship, a man who has money, a man who has power. He tried to do everything to you. You still stand, you're still fighting. You don't allow him to break you down. She is there, she cannot do it. Even you tell her, but the fact that she doesn't believe in herself, she can't do it. But people hate you. My cousin was, I'm like, wow. And even someone, Boa notte, Linda, even Santos, how are you? So even bon dia, I just know only this word in Portuguese. So even someone that I realize that you want good things for, that you pray over the family, but the fact that their heart is not like you, they're not happy for you. They think that you think, I'm just trying to understand, because I am so grateful. People who are ungrateful, they are the saddest people in the world, because they're never happy for the little that they have or the biggest that they have. They will never be happy. they can have the entire world. The fact that they always comparing themselves to others, they don't see what they have until they lose it. That's why I'm always happy with just wake up every morning that I can speak. My body is free of virus. My body is free of diseases. The fact that I am a mother, I can teach my children how to survive. I can teach my children how to do good to people. I am in the life. I am so grateful to it. And I tell God, thank you for always giving me the strength to never give up. Thank you for giving me the strength of hope. Because a lot of people right now, they don't understand that. When they don't have that in their heart, they want others to suffer. And the spirit of jealousy is not a good spirit. People who are jealous, they will hurt you for no reason. Even you were there on this side helping them, especially women. And I have to speak about that as mother, as woman, as an ex-wife. We cannot be like that. We always talk about men who are abusive, but we are very bad to ourselves. We're supposed to be in a community. Being a mother it's something that's super, super hard. Nobody teach you how to be a mother. Nobody's teaching you how to be a mother. Even you see your parents, they were good, but this is when God put you in tests. That's when you're gonna know who you truly is. If you are patient, if you are an abuser, if you know, so you learn from yourself. You learn. Sometimes, to be honest with you, I have to tell God, give me strength, because my children, they making noise. My children, they are children, and I have to always remind myself that. That's why you have to be slow spoken. And I'm not always slow spoken with them. I'm a Caribbean mom too. I have to scream sometimes, but I have to remind myself when I didn't act the right way with them, when I'm putting them in bed, I have to explain to them, you know why mommy screamed on you today? Yes, and I have to explain it. I have to explain to my children that. And a lot of us as parents, we think because we mother, we father, we brought our children to the world, we have the right to just say any word or hit them anyhow. That's what you're teaching to your children. My dad didn't do that to me. That's why I understand it's not right. And there's still a lot of things that I'm learning as a mother. And I am so open to learn about other mothers. That's why I love spending time with good people, because you don't know everything. I know a lady, she has 4 children. Oh my God, I have so much respect for that lady. She is so strong, so good. She has ruled. No TV in her home. No TV. And that's why I think I feel so connected with her. She's not into the world thing. They do homeschool. And I said, wow, how did you do it? I have 2. I feel like I have so many. And the kids help each other. She is a great mother. And people like that, I don't get jealous of them. I've learned from them. I call her super mother because I've learned a lot with her. She taught me, she said, when your children is stressing you, start praying over them. Start praying. There's things that your parents don't even tell you. You have to learn from other people or from God or by yourself. And how you're going to be successful when you think you know everything, when you're not open to learn from others. Smart, crazy lady. Yes, I am. There's time to be crazy, time to be like focused, right? How do you think you're going to really, really be successful and happy? And today I was listening to some motivational speeches. They said that until you fulfill your purpose, you will never be happy. And I see that with my ex-husband. And people, and there was, I don't know if you know Dr. Miles Monroe. He's such a great motivational speaker. He died. He from the Bahamas. So he was saying that they can fire you from your job, but they can't never, I took a note, they can never fire you from your work, right? And oh my God, you can't wait to buy my book. Pray that God will help me to write this book. Pray that God will do that. And it's very true, right? And that's why even I got fired from a job or I leave a job, I never, right away I will feel bad, but after I always need to go back to the person that I am. And he said it's better to look to get deployed than getting a job, because sometimes a job can stop you from your purpose. And I don't want to tell you leave your job right now, this, but there's some jobs they don't even care about the person that you are. They see you as a number instead of a person, and they don't appreciate what you are giving to the company, right? And let me tell you something, no business can survive without the needs of the employees. So that's why you have to understand that you're not just a number. I need the money, you need my skills, you need my services. So you have the same way I respect you, the same way I provide you the right thing that you need, you have also to appreciate me, and I never really focus on a job, because I know job can fire you at any time. But one thing that I always go back to is my work, my purpose that God gave me in life. And people who don't accomplish their purpose, they cannot be happy, even they have money, because what the true things that they want to do, they don't do it, right? And that's why you see, I'm gonna take an example about my ex. He is a doctor. He is miserable being a doctor, because he's not somebody who likes to help others, right? He's not somebody who likes to provide his help to. For you to work in the healthcare system, in the healthcare, you have to be patient, you have to be loving, you have to have empathy and understand others, but when you someone who really doesn't care about others, it's not good for you. But he is good in one thing. He is a great designer. This man could make a lot of money as an interior designer. He did a kitchen. He is the one that did the kitchen by himself. I mean, he designed the plan. Everyone is asking him, can you give me the person that you use? He was him. And I had to tell him, I said, you know what? You could be that. There's interior designer working in home, in TV shows. They're so talented, not because, but in his culture, in the society that we live in, you have to be that because they give title. But when you have title, you're not happy with your title. How good is that? That's why I want to tell people, you can still do a job, but don't forget about your work. Don't forget about your purpose. Because your purpose, that's what's gonna change the world. That's what's gonna make the world a better place. People who've been to a lot, Cho ete mekerida. I don't even know what does that mean. People who've been to a lot and who are sharing they thought. Yes, people who, it can be anything. People who've been big and they believe they need to lose weight. That was a goal for them. I'm gonna work to lose weight. I want this size, and they work hard, and they lose the weight. And now they're talking and they inspire others who's dealing with the same problem. Because a lot of time when you depress, you either getting big. A lot of people who get big, not because it's depression, it's stress, they're not happy, and some is naturally like that, or they dealing with other things. But what I'm saying is, people like that can really motivate you. People who've been through a lot can really motivate you. Or someone do something that is true from heart, and you need to do it. That's why I love to speak, because I listen to a lot of people speaking, and when I listen to them, this makes me happy. I got inspired. I feel like, oh my God, this person is talking for me. This person is giving me, excitement. And when I hear somebody overcome something, I feel so energetic for them. I feel so happy for them. And I cannot walk to somebody who's dealing with so much to say, you cannot do it. That's not me. And I cannot be friends with someone who always focus on another person. Oh, they don't like me. I don't care, because I don't care who likes me. I really don't care. I need you to understand, people will always don't like you people will like you. So don't focus on the one who don't like you. Focus on the one who likes you. You have to focus on you, on the people who needs your help, on the people who needs to hear your stories, and they need it. Because my story right now, a lot of people, a lot of women living in here still dealing with abusive relationship, and they have support. They cannot go because they don't believe in themselves. They don't believe they can go. They don't believe they can be a single mother without the need of the husband. Yes, speaking is my true purpose. I realize that, and that's why I decided to start speaking. You know, and people kept telling me a lot of times when I meet people in like I will start talking when they're telling me. That's why I fall in crazy people too, because I always want to inspire others. It's better to inspire others. They will pay. Like, so I will not be like taking somebody trying to change them. They will have to go on YouTube, listen to my thing without contacting me if they don't have something really, really important, and I feel like this person need change. Anyways, I'm not there yet. So yeah, what I was saying is you can't do that. And I realize a lot of people in the world, they're not honest to themselves. Honesty, that's what gonna faith and honesty. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I've learned I am honest to myself. I know when I'm going down. I know when I'm going down. When I'm going up. I know when I do wrong, and I know when I do right. I know if I lose a job because of my children, because I didn't do the right thing, I'm not gonna put it on the job. I don't need someone to tell me, Marie, you didn't do what you're supposed to do, because I am honest with myself. I don't like to blame people for my mistake. Whatever you're dealing right now, you have to work on it instead of faking it, instead of lying to others, instead of blaming others. Because at the end of the day, you are the one who's going to be hurt. You are the one who's going to have to face this thing forever, for life. If you're dealing with insecurity, it's not a good thing. You have to work how I can fix my insecurity. Because let me tell you something, when you are somebody who doesn't have no fear, who loves you, who like to be with people, who wants good things happen to people. Yes, one day I will get paid for my speaking, one day. You want good thing to happen to people? Guess what? You're just so loving. People see you beautifully, the good people. Even the bad, you don't even see it because you don't focus on them. You focus so much on doing good. You're beautiful to the world. I don't pay attention on who loves me, who doesn't love me. I don't care. I have a purpose. My purpose is to help others. My purpose is to change lives. Because I know a lot of women right now who are dealing with abusive relationship, who still dealing with it and stay in it, and they're doing better than I. They have more support than I. It's mental. They don't, because they've been manipulated. Abusive relationship is very, very mental. It doesn't matter how strong that you are physically. It's mental. That's why the abuser, he always started by abusing you mentally. Everybody will tell you they started emotionally, by manipulating you, by making you believe things that is not right. This person doesn't like you. This person is jealous. Everyone is jealous of your relationship, even your own family. They make you believe things that is not right. People who, because those people, they're supposed to be there to help you when he kick you out, when he doesn't want you anymore, when he's abusing you. They don't want nobody to be there. They want you to be inside with them so you will not get help. I want to tell you something right now. Your help is not coming from your abuser. Your help is not coming from your mother. Your help is coming from God. And I'm saying that not because I'm just saying it to sound good, because I've been through it. As you can hear, I have a strong accent. English is not my first language, it's my third language. I moved here with nothing, with no English, moving in another state for another man, believe him, had children for him. Guess what? He was controlling, abusive. I feel stuck in an abusive relationship. I said I have to go. I have to go, because guess what? God always teach me to give an expiration date to bad people. Don't keep bad people in your life forever. You have to give them an expiration date. And the time was, that's today. And God sent good people to my life. And that's why even I met people who wants to hurt me, people who are not happy for me, people who betray me, I will always do good, because I know I'm not looking for them to remember. I'm looking for God to send the blessing to me and my children. The blessing will always come when you are a good person. When you help someone, don't expect them to come back and helping you. If they do, great, but don't expect that, because a lot of time the people that you help, they are the one that come against you. And I had that so many times with women, black women like me, my sisters, Haitians, Africans. Right? And we are the same people complaining. And that's why when I'm talking about my black people, I'm black, but I feel like her community is so broken. You know, her brother, a lot of them, they're looking for approval. They feel insecure a lot of times. Sometimes they feel intimidated about a smart woman, a smart black woman, or educated black woman. They have to use abuse and control and disrespectful to feel good. And us as sisters, even we go to school, we become smart in school, in book, but we don't understand how to improve, how to impact, how to help our society. The resources that we get from school, we don't know how to share it to others. Let me tell you something. I was listening to Dr. Miles Monroe. He said he has 3 bachelor degrees. He has PhD, but he said the only thing that helps him to make money is his skills of speaking. It's the way he's teaching. When you have a strong mindset, when you know who you are, you're smart here, and you care, you have a purpose. He said at 12, in the Bahamas, his parents had so many children. They were sleeping on the floor, but God gave him his dream. God gave him his purpose. This man was traveling all over the world. That was his dream. Teaching people how to be good, helping companies. You think is his degree he really helped him for that? Your purpose is stronger than anything. And that's why I understand God is a God. If you need talent, you have to go to God. Talent doesn't come from the world. You will go to school to get skills, but talent is from God. A lot of people, you see talented people who invented something or who become this, who become that. They can dance, they can sing. That's something naturally they have. Who can speak, they just have this thing naturally. And there's people who go to school, they read so many books, they don't even have a little bit of what they have. Emotional intelligence is very, very important. People who care for the world, we should protect those people, because the world is a really, really crazy place. That's why I don't watch TV. If you care, you're gonna feel stuck a lot of times, and you're gonna feel depressed. You're gonna understand why this unfairly is going. When you feel like that, you have to protect yourself from it and work on how you can improve it, how you can help it. Not getting depressed. I've learned to not getting depressed. I've learned to not getting upset. I've learned to spend time with myself and listen to good motivational speeches, listen to people's experiences, and improve myself. How I can impact my life, how I can impact other people's lives. And I never really care about where I live, how much money that I have. And if I become wealthy, I want to be wealthy to help the world. And wealth is not what I need. I could be in Haiti right now, in Africa, in Western Europe, helping poor family, helping. I would be so happy. And that's why the man who's going to come in my life, you have to be careful. That's my dream, to go help the poor. My mission is not to live in a luxurious house. My mission is not to show off. My mission is to help the world. God sent me for a reason. And all of us has a mission. All of us has a purpose. We just don't focus on it. The society is distracted us from our real thing, from what we have naturally. Sometimes we have so many, we don't know on which one we have to focus. And that's why I want, yes, emotional intelligence is really really good. And I have my friend in France, she's like, why don't you start speaking like that in Creole and things like that? You know, I plan to do that too, because I feel like in her community we need the mindset. I follow this lady on Facebook, oh my God, Mali, Ambassador Mali. Oh my God, that lady is doing a terrific job. You know why in her community we still messed up? Even we are number one most educated, black women are the most educated in America. We're still dealing with issue. We will always deal with issue. It's human. But what I'm saying, when a one ways is always the one to suffer, you have to focus on the solution. You have to find out what's going on. You know why? We don't understand unity. We don't understand how to help others. We don't understand that. When one of us becomes something good, instead of sharing it to others, we think our head is higher than other. We look down on a sister. And I saw it. I love reading people Facebook status, because I just reading what someone said, I already understand this person is dealing. Yes, we are too jealous of each other. Too jealous of each other for no reason. No reason. I said something has to be changed. You can go to school to get a degree, but if your mind is not changing, a lot of us, we go to school, it's to prove to someone, I can make it, I can do this. But when your people are still struggling, you're still messed up inside, you don't know how broken that you are. I'm gonna tell you something. You can accomplish so many things. If you not free yourself inside, you don't forgive. People who don't forgive, they're not happy. They can never be happy. In order for you to move forward, you have to be able to forgive yourself first. Because let me tell you something. One thing that I kept saying, why I went with this man? It's like I regret. People kept telling me, it's like I regret. Of course I regret. Well, it's in the past. You cannot change it. But I wasn't there to think it's in the past, because I kept hurting myself, thinking, oh, I could do better. I could do this. I could do that. But it's in the past. I have to forgive myself first. White women help their friends get the same thing, right? And let me tell you something, it's sad, but a lot of times my helps are coming from other people. The lady that I told you, she's African American. Oh my God, that lady, her and I, we have to do something. She just someone, and you know, some people, they do things for you because they're waiting, or they see they can get. She doesn't need nothing from you. She just do it from her heart, from her soul, and you can feel that. And people like that, they are so precious to her planet. When I see women, her sisters, they looking down and talking about another woman, and oh, she's down right now because she doesn't want to come out of where she is. That's why when you went to school, you learn psychology. Did you understand? Do you take your time? That's why people who can understand others, they are the good people. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. You can't compare your life to you can, because you went to this and You overcome it and you think, okay, it's easy for me. Now look at me. I am this. This person is still there. But you don't know what she went through. You don't know how this thing really messed her up. You don't know how long it will take her to come out from where she is inside. And some of us, we know how to fake it so fast, so easy. We focus on one thing and we block the other thing, right? We don't work on everything, all aspect in our lives. I want to show that, but inside you're so broken, and that's why our relationship is not working. You see a lot of successful black men and black women, sometimes they ended up in divorce. And next thing that you know, one is against another. This one is blaming black woman. She doesn't know how to be a good wife. They bad. Now they're going to bash sister with the other one. Oh, white woman is better. It's not white woman. It's not black woman. It's what? We don't respect each other. It's what? We don't love each other. It's what? We don't accept ourselves. My name is Marie. Marie, like all Haitians. We don't accept ourselves. When you start having respect for your culture, for your community, for your people, when you start loving them, when you start understand what they've been through, you take your time to understand. And you know why I stay in this abusive relationship for 5 years? Because I take the time to understand my ex-husband. I didn't just say, oh, he's this, he's that. There's a point I said, no, this is not. When you're gonna try to help that person, when this person doesn't want to help himself or herself, now you leave them, but you're still praying for them, right? And that's what good people do. Even they cannot help you, they will pray for you, and they wish one day you can change for better. But because when one of us is no longer dealing with such trauma, with such drama, hate, it's one more. And this one, if this one person can go share her story, helping another to leave this bad thing behind, it's a second person. So we don't understand how to help each other. And this lady in Haiti, she's teaching Haitian how to love each other, how to respect each other, how to accept the culture. Because let me tell you something, Haiti has a big issue. People who speak French in Haiti, they think they're better than the regular Haitian who doesn't speak French. So they have this discrimination between them. They have color discrimination. They have like finance. Oh, this person is rich, this person is poor. That's why I see America as a third world mentality. I never seen this type of things in France. And she is saying that they're supposed to put the Creole language, the first language. Because guess what? As a Haitian person, you speaking Creole at home, they're teaching you French in school. You can read French, but you cannot speak it. And when you go to a doctor, apparently, if you can speak French, they treat you well. If you speak Creole, they teach you less. You know what? That's a slavery mentality. The language that you fight to have in your country, you still don't give respect to this language because of the mentality they send to your brain. They make you believe French language is superior than the language that you invented, something that you invented, that you make by yourself. Yes, they do. That you made by yourself. It's so powerful. You should be grateful and happy and proud to speak Creole. That's the language that you made. That's the original language of Haiti. But guess what? You're looking down on your brother and sister when they're speaking it. Because of what? You don't know what is originality. You don't know your story. You don't know who you are. And that's why black people all over the world, we're dealing with that. Whatever you Haitian, you Dominican, you Puerto Rican, you Martinicans, you St. Lucians, you anywhere, you African American, we all dealing with that. Because you know what? We all the same. Yes, I hope one day they will realize that we all the same. They just left me in the island of Haiti. They dropped me there in Hispaniola, and they drop you in Cuba, and they drop you in this. At the end of the day, the story of black people is the same story. I Haiti, they got their independence, their freedom before, but guess what? We're still dealing with the problem. We're still paying the price. And if we keep complaining, one thing that I've learned, when you have problem, you have to find a solution. When my ex filing for things and I feel like I'm getting upset, I have to take a deep breath and say, no, that's the devil. Find a solution. Pray. Be happy. Start saying good words over yourself. You cannot live with hate in your heart forever. You can't continue to say, is this person did that to you? It's the time to remove it in your heart. You're not a victim. You cannot be a victim. The worst thing that you could do is fighting your own family. Your own family is your brother and your sister. When you turn back against your sister, when your sister is helping you, nothing good in that. When you turn bad against your sister because you not okay to do the self-reflection, now it's better to just play the victim and blaming somebody. It's because she's a black woman. She doesn't know how. Both of you have problem. We both been to the same thing. What did you do to help her? What did you do? Nothing. The same thing for you, sisters. Instead of you focusing on a woman who is helping you, on a woman, she thinks she doesn't think like that. Why don't you focus on helping another one? Black women, we don't like to help each other. I can tell you that. I have one black lawyer. I had 4 lawyers. She is the one that, and after I find out things about her, somebody who hired her and something different that I told you, her ex-husband hired her. I'm gonna tell you that lady, she did something to me and I just smile and I understand it. You know, that's why you have to be smart. You have to educate yourself in every area. So when people, that's why I said I didn't meet that girl by mistake. When people trying to hurt you, or they trying to play you, manipulate you, you stand and understand. They don't need to tell you, I don't like you. They don't need to tell you, but the way they do things, you will understand. So every time that I go to the court, I'm a woman who grew up in France. I am fashionable. When I go out, I take care of myself, right? And when I take the elevator, there's a lawyer. They're like, are you a lawyer? I said, no. That lady, because a lawyer trying to speak to me, I don't know if it's a lawyer or whoever, I didn't even get. And she started talking very mean to me. She's like, oh, when I told you to do something, you, like, where is this coming from? I said, okay. I didn't even tell her anything. I hire you. I pay you to be my lawyer. I'm not your child. You don't speak to me like that. But I'm not going to take the time to waste my energy to make you look good. I said, okay. I make you feel bad because people are going to look at you like you have insecurity issue of someone you're helping. Black woman problem. A woman who has everything, who is a lawyer, who has her own thing. She is feeling she has to put a victim of domestic violence who is fighting to get her children. She feels insecure because somebody think I'm a lawyer, because somebody probably find me attractive. You understand her problem? We focus on the tiny thing, looks. And after she stayed outside with me, started talking to me, she knows what she did wrong, trying to manipulate me. Yes, she wants to prove to the person that I'm not a lawyer. She is the lawyer. Who cares? If you're a lawyer and you're so happy, why you have to put people down? If I was a lawyer, this happened to me, to my client said, you see, you have to become a lawyer. That's a sign you have to become a lawyer. I will not act like that. Oh, you have to do it. And then when I told you to do something and try to make her feel bad, nobody makes me feel bad. Let me tell you something. When I see people acting insecurely, I just look at you and smile. And I'm not gonna tell you, you don't speak to me like that, because I don't have the time. Next thing that I do, I fire her. I fire her because she didn't do a good job. There's so many things that I had to say about things, and unfortunately, who really helped me out is someone that is not even my color. You would think, oh, and I remember when I hired that lady, first I had a white woman. She didn't do nothing. That's why you can't judge people by colors, by their looks, by their gender. People are people. There's good people in every race, every gender. It doesn't matter who you are. There's good and bad. And I had a friend who is a lawyer, said, oh, she from this island, she from Jamaica. Oh my God, and a black woman, she gonna be angry. She gonna do this, she gonna do that to him. She didn't do nothing. And my friend, who has a friend, who has a husband who hired her, she said she was on fire. Said, wow, she was on fire for him. She was this, she was that. Black woman. What did you do for your community? Black women. A lot of you. The one who did good, I am so proud of you. Rihanna. She cares for the world. She cares to help others. Oprah. Or the people who's doing good things. But when you don't need to be a celebrity to help people. You don't need to be a celebrity. Just be nice with people. Give them a smile. Listen to them. Helping them. If they have children, you can babysit the kid. Do it. You can cook some food. Whatever you can provide. Yes, garbage man is more important. Correct. And you know what? That's what they make us believe. She didn't know I'm not a product of this country. I'm a product who was born in Haiti but was raised in Europe. I have a different mentality. Where I'm from, I was in a class. I never seen, oh, this person, she has to go in class with white people or black people. I had rich, I have people middle class in my class. So I will not allow America to change my mind to make people believe I have to be this, I have to be that. People in France, they go to school for what they love. You will see rich kids go to school for anything. If they like to cook, they go to school to become a cook, a chef. Money is not number one in the world. A lot of you. And when you're dealing with insecurity, it doesn't matter for what you went to school with. It doesn't matter how wealthy that you are. You're gonna put yourself down in front of somebody who doesn't even, the person is not even your level. Because when you act like that, actions speak louder. And I had so many black women that I've been friends with, that I believe in, that I help with. They tell me things to hurt me because they feel very insecure in front of me. But guess what? I'm still there. I don't care about what they said. When you have insecurity issue, you have to fix it, because guess, your heart is not pure. Your heart is filling with hate. You don't want to help others. You upset when somebody look good, or when somebody is smiling, or when somebody is just happy the way they are, the way God created them. You feel uncomfortable around them. Thank you. You feel uncomfortable around them. When people has bad energy, I don't want to be around them. That girl that I said I didn't speak for 4 days is because she started spreading her bad energy every time she called. Oh, this person doesn't like me. I went to this. Oh my God. When I go to an event, let me tell you something. I am the first one who gonna start dancing. I went to the fashion show in Fort Lauderdale. Nobody danced because it's fashion, but there's music. I started dancing, everybody started dancing. And people taking pictures with me. I opened the party, right? I don't care. I am here to have fun. I'm not here for people to see who I am. I am here to have fun. I don't, when somebody look at, oh, you look good. You look beautiful. What is gonna do wrong to you when you see somebody beautiful? You give them a compliment. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. White women are very smart women. They know how to deal with their jealousy. They see you, they said, oh, you look beautiful. Probably they believe that for real. But black women, They give you attitude. And I'm saying that because I'm a black woman, I deal with it. I'm tired of you. Yes, I am tired of your insecurity. This is the time to stop complaining, faking it to make it. No, you are the one that destroying your own community. Learn how to share. Learn how to share what you've been to school with. They teach you how to help each other. They teach you that. Social study, humanity. You a lawyer. People who works in the healthcare system, they teach you that. How did you use them? Your resources. A rich person is a person who has enough resources, and also she has so much resources and also to share with others, not keeping it for you. Only for you. You bless everyone. You don't go to school just to show off. When you have knowledge, your knowledge is not just to be like that. And that is my diploma. I'm practicing this. And I am Mrs. I'm the queen. Your knowledge is to change the world also. It's to make a difference. It's to understand others. But when you're there, you're so ignorant. You're dealing with problem. You don't want to search for help. You know, so many therapists that I had, it helps me so much. I didn't need someone to tell me to go to therapy. I had this friend that I told you. I like to observe people. I don't tell people nothing. And she knows she's not right. She said, oh, don't think I'm like that, Marie. I said, no, I don't think you like that. But guess what? You will not remove what I think about you. God already tell me. Emotional intelligence. I don't just go the first time that I see something, I said, you like that. But I will observe with time and I'm going to see. And they always expose themselves. After she talked to my ex-husband, I was talking to her. She's like, oh, you should see a psychology, like a doctor for people who has mental health. I said, why? She said, I don't want you to think it's your ex-husband who's telling me things. I said, I didn't even think about that. That's probably why. Because let me tell you something. My ex-husband, he is such a manipulative person. You know what he wants to say? I am crazy. He is crazy. He wants to make me look like I have issue. And I told her that. I said, let me tell you something. I'm the type of person who is so honest with myself. I never need someone to tell me what I have to do. Because I know my own problem. And when people tell me, I know it already. I take therapies after I left this man for more than 1 year. I look for my therapy myself. And that's what helped me a lot. And I speak. You know what? The same person is staying in something that she's not supposed to stay. She is the same person. Instead of searching for help, said, I'm going to do this to myself. I don't need to K-I-L-L. I'm going to do K-I-L-L to myself. But she's good because she can hide it. She can fake it until she blow out. Right? I had too much information in my head. Yes. I put so much information in this big head. So she doesn't look for help. If she looks for help, I don't know. She look for help. But she think that because a lot of people, they don't like to open to themselves. That's to people. And I understand we're living in a crazy world. People can use that against you. People you trust, they might use that against you. But if you're dealing with insecurity, with problems, you feel like you need to speak, you have to find a way to let it out. If not, you're just gonna blow out, and it's not good for you. It is not good for you at all. And older you stay with this thing, it's gonna become horrible, worse and worse. A lot of our sisters, they are dealing with insecurity issue. A lot. And they still blaming other. And what they have to say, I have this. I have this, I have that, I accomplished this. But inside, they never fix inside. Because nobody cannot see inside. You have to be deep to see somebody's brokenness. When somebody is broken inside, you have to be deep to see it. And or you have enough experience dealing with them. And it's sad. I have to tell you, it's sad. If us as black people, first, if us as human beings don't help each other, the world going to be destroyed. You see what's going on right now? Things you think you will see in the movie, now you see it every day. It's like a normal thing. Things that used to be normal, now it's not normal. You cannot even speak about them. That's why you cannot go with popularity. You have to go with the principle. A person. Hi, Charles, just welcome. A person who doesn't have principles, you can't trust them. It's not a trustworthy person. People like that, they will sell their own for popularity, for fame. That's why I don't trust lawyers. Not all lawyers are like that. That's why I don't trust politicians. Charles Juice, you want to do Portuguese, love? I wish I could speak Portuguese. That's why I cannot trust politicians. Because let me tell you something, it doesn't matter how good that you are. When you become a politician, you have to put your principle on the side to gain the popularity. That's why a lot of people. I live in the United States. What about you? That's why a lot of people who thought accomplish fame and money, they're gonna be happy. But they realize they're unhappy because they can't be true to themselves. Thank you very much, Charlize. Thank you. They cannot be true to themselves. There's a lot of things you see in TV show is not real. And as a human being, when you've been so doing things just for popularity, you're not even yourself anymore. You're not even yourself anymore. You are forcing to sell, to put the real you on the side in order to make others happy, in order to accomplish what the society said. You forget about your principle. You forget about what your grandparents taught you, what your parents taught you. Now is about what I can get. That's why I don't focus about how many views I can get. But the people who listen to my message, I hope I'm not just speaking something nonsense, but you understand. And this is something that touch you, and you understand that the world needs people like us. And you understand when somebody come to you being mean, you will understand. Yeah, I am Haitian originally, but I live in the US. Yes, you will understand that. You know, if somebody came and started mean to me, I don't act mean to them. I don't act mean to them because they're dealing with something deeper. Your reaction is the action of you, the way you think, what is inside you. Thank you. No, she's asking me, that's why I answer. So that's something that is inside that you're trying to hide, but sometimes you can't hide it. You cannot hide it. So he will come out. I don't share really my telephone online, sorry. It will come out. When people acting mean, it's because inside they are hurting. They're dealing with something so hard, so hurtful. They don't want to speak about it. They are ashamed of it. They're keeping it. They hide it. They want something. They want something very, they think they can hide it. So so what I want to say is, take the time to understand people. Take the time to not, don't be too angry. Don't be angry. Don't have hate in your heart. Work on it. Nobody's perfect. When people hurt you, of course you're gonna feel like reacting and do everything bad, but you have to go back and understand why this person did that to me. Let me pray for them. Don't act evil for evil. It's not working. It's not. You have to understand, when people trying to hurt you, don't allow them to hurt you. And that, I think that's the most beautiful thing God could give me. Somebody might think they hurting me and they see me smiling in their face. They hate that. And it's not only me. Everyone you do that to, they think they can break you, and they realize, oh my God, I cannot break this person. You're gonna drive this person crazy because they're so focused on destroying you. So what I want to say, be strong, be powerful, be respectful, understand others, learn how to forgive, learn how to help others. It's never too small. It's the gesture. Something that you think is so small, you need more. No, you have to start. You might don't have money, but you always have something that you can give. We always had something. I'm telling you. Talking to an homeless is something that you give to him. Yesterday I was doing my jogging. I was walking, and there was like a homeless family. I was walking, and they started talking to me. I didn't pay attention to them, and I saw them started acting like that, like cursing at me, and I went back. I said, hello, how are you? I feel bad. I felt like they probably think I ignored them, and it was a black family too. I said, how are you? I said, we didn't ask you for anything. We just asked you if you have a light. They want something to smoke. I said, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. I'm so sorry. And they calmed down, because they probably think in my mind I just ignore them. And a black woman like them, a black person like me, what she thinks she is. Because a lot of people in America, if I like everyone. I like everyone. I don't have a problem with mixed Haitian, on mixed Haitian. The thing that I don't like about what I heard people doing in Haiti, people who are mulatto, is they doing the corruption. I hate corruption. It's not about color. My ex, I feel like he's a very corrupt person. He's darker than I. He's from Africa. So I don't judge people by color. I judge people by what you do, by your action. Like I said, there's good people in everything. I'm speaking about black people. I'm black, and we're hurting each other. And my goal is to help others. My goal is to share how you can help another person be better, how we can help the world, how we can be a good impact in someone's life. Hold on, if I'm single. And yes, I wanted to say that. But I'm not looking for anything. I am single, but I'm not looking. So to tell you that people sometimes, you see, even a homeless, don't take a homeless people, the way they think about homeless in America, it's crazy. People in the world, they think homeless is not a human being. Homeless is somebody who doesn't have emotion. Homeless is another person, is another creature. It's not human. And homeless is a person like you. When you act bad, they feel it. Everybody. That's why I take time for people who's dealing more than others, than people who's doing better in their life, because those people, they need it more. People who giving to the rich, people who's doing better already, is the time to start giving to the poor. The rich, they don't need it. It's the time to help the poor. Sorry, I don't speak Spanish. It is the time to help the one who's dealing with so much issues inside of them. They don't understand, they don't listen, they want to fake it, they become angry in the wrong place, and they acting not really smart. They think they're smart. This is the time. And until you do your self-reflection, until you understand, you are honest with yourself, you spend time with yourself, that's when the work gonna start making you a better person. And this is when we have to start sharing with our friends, our family, our people, the world. Being ignorant is not always good. It's never good being ignorant. Taking that you're a different person because you have money. This person is there because she doesn't want to be better herself, looking down on her. You don't know what she deal with. You don't know. And us as our sisters, we always think by being rough with someone, by calling them name, that's how she gonna come out from the problem. That's another type of abuse. You should respect everyone. You can still touch someone by being fair, by being soft talking, by being talking to them very nice. my assistant already answered. Thank you. I can't believe she. So, yeah, I wanted to share this message. And I pray that God gonna give me more wisdom. I'm gonna listen to more motivational speakers who has things to share to the world. Those people, they make difference. They make so much difference in other people's lives, and they did to me too. When I was dealing with what I was dealing, I listened to Les Brown, and since then I becoming addicted of motivational speeches. Become an addict. You have to start to learn how to become addicted to good things, not bad things, not toxic thing in the things you're gonna make you happy for a little bit, and after you go back to real things that gonna stay forever. Things that I've learned 2 years ago, it's still in my mind. It changed my mindset positively to make me understand, to help the society, to understand my goal, to understand my purpose. By listening to some people who've been to things, who care for the world, will empower you positively. But speaking nonsense because you want attention, hiding your brokenness inside. I don't say to go crying, because I don't like to show my weakness to people. But guess what? I know to who to show my weakness. I go to God and cry my pain. And that's why I am so relieved to speak. I am so relieved to speak about things that I've been through, because God healed me, and I still need to be healed, because this is something He will never stop. This is someone who always go to court and calling for something different. Now he's asking for temporary child support. I have to learn to not focus on him. This is like distraction from what I'm supposed to do for my life, my purpose. This person is distracting me from it. I have to learn how to share it. Winning the lotto, PJ. Right? This is really, really, really something that we have to learn. Especially us as women, we put so much. That's why I don't watch TV. I read a lot of articles, but guess what? About what? About health, about other things. Not about, I know a lot of women, we read about magazine. I don't read about magazine. I don't know, since I read about magazine, probably when I was a teenager. I don't care about it. Because you know what they're showing me? They're showing me how you need to be perfect, how my breast need to be standing like this, how my butt need to be like that. Everything is fake. And I'm not into that world. I'm not into that world. I don't want Hollywood to tell me what to do. This is how I'm supposed to look. Because My look is coming from God. I was born with my look. I was born with everything. The world teach you a way not to focus on what you were born with, the talent that you were born with, the love that you see children. You think children see the work problem? Children, they don't. I was taking care of a little child. She called me mommy, and she's white, she's blonde, because all they see is good. You have to have a heart of a child. Don't change yourself too much. Don't change yourself too much. And I said it. When I moved to America, all they see is love. When it's time for me to go to school and I have to, she started crying. She's crying after me. She gave me a hug. She loves me. And I didn't see her. And I remember, and that's when I supposed to understand my ex is not a good man. When people started showing, when I came to visit him and I started buying gift for the baby, it's like, oh, those people, they have more money than you. It's not about the people, it's the baby. I have a relationship with the baby. I'm spending time with this baby. It's like it's almost like I'm a second mother. She even calling me mom. It's not about, oh, they have money, they white, they this, they that. No, it's about your relationship. And that's why you're supposed to start see people as human beings until they show you differently. And when I have to learn to change that, because America is a country America is a country of hate. America is a country to put you stress. That's why people are dealing with mental health. They're dealing with so much depression. If you're a black person, you're against white person against black people. You poor, you against rich against. Nobody understand. We all the same. Once you started understanding that, yes, and her family, the family loves me so much. They love me so much. And guess what? They weren't black. They were white. And I remember of this family. To tell you, there's good people in everything. And the devil is trying to teach us. I know slavery is the worst thing ever, but I want to tell you, this is the time now. If we keep focusing on it, we don't fix ourselves, what we've been through, we're not gonna arrive. You can go to school, you learn from it, you make money, but you're broken. You cannot keep a family. You cannot teach your children the right thing. You work, but you never have time for your child. You can teach your children your right mindset. You don't teach them how to love, how to forgive, how to have faith, build their faith. When I call my children, I pray with them over the phone. I said, did you pray? When my kids ask me for something, I told them, ask God to give mommy money. That's how you build faith. You teach your kid things like that. And I appreciate everyone. I know racism exists, but don't let it destroy you. Because let me tell you something. I have to teach myself to not focus on black men, on inferiority, how they so ignorant, majority of them. I have to teach myself, not all of them are like that. I never feel that way in friends. And I'm telling you, sometimes when I read videos, I watch videos and I see things, that's why I don't stay too much on social media anymore. I get very angry. I get very upset. Don't get me wrong. I'm a black woman. And when I see my brothers, you aren't talking like that about you. But again, black women also, we go back and forth. And I'm going to tell you, black women, they're doing better. Because they don't focus too much on what the brothers say. But black women, you are so smart. You are so beautiful. If you could help your sister instead of jealous of her. We have this jealousy inside of our heart. And black people, we have to be honest with ourselves. We are broken inside, full with hate, full with anger, full with issues. And we refuse to let them out. We refuse to heal. We're hurting our own children, our own brothers and sisters. This is the time to say, God, this battle is not my battle, it's for you. I'm asking you for healing. My parents been to it, my grandparents been to it. I'm not gonna be a victim of it. I'm not gonna be a victim of it. My ex trying to do things like that. I'm not gonna be a victim of it. I'm a victor. I will have the victory. You have to speak good over your life. When people doing, so much unfairly that I've been through. I go pick up my children in a white school. They call police on me. The police came. They didn't even. First of all, I called the police first. There was one. There's so many scenarios. Right? You will, because it's the talk, is what I'm sharing, is not the look. So I went to pick up my children, and I had a friend with me. She from Nigeria. She explodes. I didn't explode. The lady know me. I had my kids for over 4 years in your school. She said, oh, and can I give it to you? She act like she was the mother of my children. You know what? I called the police to get my kids. The police didn't talk to me. They humiliated me. There's one who told me if I don't leave, they told me to leave the whole entire plaza, because they said the owner of the school owned the whole plaza. I'm gonna tell you, my life is a book story, and it makes me strong. And one time, I stayed for 2 hours in the sun with my car seat on my hand. You know why? Because they refused to give me my children. They said, you have to wait, you have to do this, you have to do that. And the police tell me they will put me in jail. I said, let me tell you something. I'm a woman from Haiti. Where I from, fear is not in my vocabulary. When someone tried to do something to me, they put me on fire. He said, it is a threat. I said, no, it's not a threat. I'm just letting you know. And I'm gonna tell you that till now, I don't hate white people. My ex used white people against me because he understands the story of America. You see how always black men that's why I don't date black women, because they trying to put you against each other. So black women now, I hate white, I hate this, I hate that. I don't hate white, because black women hate each other too. When you see your sister, what did you do for her? When you can help your sister, instead of you helping her, guess what? If somebody give her a compliment, you feel insecure. You started putting her down while she's dealing with so much. I'm telling you, the devil is trying to put you against each other. When somebody is trying to put you against each other, it's time to just say, no, it's not gonna happen. In Jesus' name, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am smart, I am brave. Nothing gonna happen to me. I'm not gonna be a loser. I'm a winner. I am strong. The fight is for me. Even you lose, you're gonna come back to fight. That's a fighter. You have to be a fighter. I don't take what people do to me personally. I take it as an experience and come back, talk about it. Because social media right now, you can share anything. There's power. It depends how you use the power. Share your experience positively. Something, and that girl, when she was with me, the Nigerian girl, she's upset. I said, please calm down. Because that's what they want you to do. And after they're going to say black women, they angry black women. I'm not going to give you that. You want me to be angry. You want me to be upset. I will still be smiling in your face. Take my babies and laugh. Take my babies, had tears, and give them a big hug. And how can you keep your calm when your brother is the one who's doing all this thing? You know, he bring those people in court. People I don't even know. And let me tell you something. You know who was very dirty with me? A black woman from Haiti in the school. I was talking to my friend in France. She tell the director of the school, who is a white lady, she said, I'm talking about her. I said, what? Do you understand? Slavery mentality. People putting others against you. Yes, that's why I am who I am right now. I've been to a lot because I decided to not allow the society to abuse me, to lose my purpose, to lose my principle, to lose my values, to lose my respect for money. For somebody who calls himself a doctor, but inside he's nothing, a mean person. a disrespectful person, an abuser. And I had to stand against it to say it's over and I will not come back. And you know what? Abuser, they have what they call flying monkey. Those people are the one that protecting them. I didn't allow the flying monkey to break me down. When they think that I am crying, I am focusing on my mind. I was working on my mind. I was listening to motivational speeches. My mind was working. I said I will come back stronger. That's what you do. When people trying to destroy you, you don't allow them to destroy you. And you go to get healed. There was a time it was the healing season for me. I have to be healed because all I've been through, if I'm not healing, I'm going to be so angry. I'm going to be so upset. I'm going to be so destructive to the world. I will find a good person. I will destroy it because I'm so broken. And that's what happened to us. We deal with so much, but we don't want to be fixed because we're not honest to ourselves. Instead, we're putting our sisters down. We team up with an abuser. And we can sleep in her bed. And later on, when you find out, you expose into the system in public eyes. You want people to feel bad for you? I don't feel bad for criminals. Because let me tell you something. Karma is a bitch. And karma really exists. When you're doing bad, the bad gonna come back to you. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Now, you're having fun, you enjoy yourself, you have all your rich friends. There's a time you're gonna be by yourself. There's a time you're going to be by yourself alone to deal with that by yourself. The worst thing that you can do to someone is not killing them. Don't give them life prison. Everything that they do, they have to deal with it now. That's why you have to be honest with yourself. When you do something wrong, you remind yourself and ask God for forgiveness. You cannot keep doing the same thing and go hurt people and come back, hurt another person, manipulate the situation, bring that person against each other and make a big trouble. And this is normal. You go to court, even the judge is tired of you, the lawyer is tired of you. You manipulate every situation because your goal is to be in power. Not a good power, power of destruction, power of person. That's make you good. That is the devil heart, bad spirit, toxic. Only a toxic person can feel that way. Sorry, I don't know what happened to my internet. It went down a little bit. And that's why I want to tell you right now. If you're dealing with anything right now, someone is persecuting you. It's just what they call a Kensho moment. A Kensho moment is a moment you put in test, you put in trial, you're dealing with so much. That's the transformation. When you're coming out of it, you're going to be stronger and nobody can break you. No one can break me. No one. I've been through so much. No one can break me. I am strong from what I've been through. I didn't know how strong that I am until I deal with that. You have to understand what you've been through. Don't use it against others. Go through it. Make it an experience, a positive experience. Share it with others. Make a life of it. Make a living from it. You can make a living from your experience. Motivational speaker, they talk about what they've been through. A lot of them. They improve other people's lives. They're paying thousands and thousands of dollars. Get help. I am so tired to be careful with people who are dealing with so much. When you try to be there for them, when you're so honest with them, you tell them you see all their quality, all the talent, what they can be, and because they will not do that to you, because when they speak to you, they know they're not true. They're against you. They are against you. I'm not a product of the society. I'm a product from God. My dad didn't live for the society. My dad was living his life to help others, to help his community. I will never be a product of the society, and my children will not. And you should not. You should do things that you feel doing. Not because someone tell you this is the right thing to do. That's what we do it now. They don't do that anymore. That was the way you think is right. it is really right for you. That's what they taught you. That's what your parents give you as values. So because they said that, that's what it's supposed to be. I don't go by what people say. I go by what God said and by what that I feel good for me. That's why the people, they don't like me. I am so true to myself and I don't care. I am true to myself. I'm in court. I said, God is my lawyer. God is my judge. Because let me tell you something. I pray over my lawyer. I said, God, take her body, use her body, give her the right spirit to fight for me. Everything that I do, I put God in it now. Because when you don't put God in everything, you're not gonna be successful. Even you see the money, you're not gonna be successful. You're gonna be broken inside. You're not gonna have peace. You're not going to have peace. A lot of women, what I'm dealing with right now, they will start taking alcohol. They will start smoking. They will start, when I mean smoking, I'm talking about drug. I'm not talking about cigarette. They will start feeling, you know, how long this man hold my children? He doesn't bring the kids. Sometimes he doesn't allow me to speak to them. I don't allow him that. Not because I don't love my children. I love my children. But let me tell you something. I have to be strong for them. Well, he wants me to suffer. He wants me to be upset, to be angry. Instead, I'm building my mind. I'm focused on my goal. Anything bad he tried to do against me, they turn out to be good. I'm telling you right now, it's in the mind. Start saying positive stuff about you. Because I can tell you all day long, you are strong, you are smart, and I see it. You have talent. If you don't believe in yourself, it will not come out. You will not be discovered. You will not start working on it because you don't believe in yourself. Believe is something that is so powerful, nobody can take. There's no corruption that can take you here. Said you're not gonna be that. You don't have the right person. No one can break Marie. Yes, BJ. No one can break Marie. I was born to be who I am. You don't like me? Fine. You don't have to like me. There's a lot of things I don't like in life, but things I don't like, I walk past them. I focus on what I like. I don't have to hate someone who did bad to me. What I do, I pray for them. I pray that God heal them. When somebody is mean to me, I don't take the time to say, why you do this, why you do that. I just say thank you, and I cut them off. They don't hear from me anymore. If I really care, I'm going to tell you how I feel about you. I saw all your gain, but now I want to tell you, I don't want to be your friend anymore. That's when I care. But if I don't care, you're just not going to hear from me. Sometimes some people, they don't deserve your energy. They don't deserve it. You just pass them, let them into their world. Let them in this sad world. Even if it's your husband, even if it's mother, sometimes even your own mother, you have to pray for her. You can't do nothing. Because some people, I'm going to tell you, it doesn't matter how smart that you are, how good you are here, when you stay, if you're sharing your life with a toxic person, you cannot move forward. And let me tell you something, when you sharing your time with others, you started becoming like them without even realizing it. So you have to be careful with who you're spending a lot of time with, who you allow to come to your life. Because a lot of times your belief system gonna be changing slowly. That's why it's important to know who we are. If you don't know who you are, when I'm cooking again, oh my God, I cook every day, but sometimes I just don't share it on YouTube. Maybe I don't want to give I did because I'm not sure. But BJ, you're always there. You're so truthful to me, so I appreciate that. I know if I'm cooking, you're gonna be there. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that. It's people like you who support others that make them successful, sharing their message to other to their world. So yes, you have to know who you are. If I didn't know who I am, I don't know where I will be. Right now, I will not sit there telling you every story, giving some message, positive message. When you don't know who you are, you're going to keep going back and forth, searching for happiness or faking it, living with lies, living with brokenness. And I'm saying that not because you're sad, that's mean you're living with brokenness. Everyone, every day, sometimes you wake up, it's a bad day. It depends how you're going to deal with it. Thank you very much, BJP. But when you've been dealing with something for a long time and you just let it go, instead of searching for help, now it's become a problem. You can't even have friends. And you think it's okay. Nobody lives in a world without friends. God created two people because he knows. He created one first, but he knows the other one needed Evie as a companionship, right? That's why they say unity. They said unity is the stronger power you can have. You bring strength together. So don't think because you have a husband or a wife you don't need friends, because there's things that your wife can't understand. We need outsiders, but it depends how you're gonna choose your outsider. Last time I was so stressed out when my lawyer tell me things. I was lay down in my bed. I didn't feel waking up. I had a friend who called me. She started talking positively. I wake up and I put my motivational speeches. I was on fire. I started writing. I started doing things that I had to do. After that, I went for a walk. That's why you need good people in your life, because in the worst time in your life, they will be the one to give you a booster. You're gonna call God, but God will send you people to help you. Sometimes God sharing message to people, to his children. Like people who are talented, God want them to entertain you, to share a message to you, to develop your talent. Some like Michael Jackson, he knows how to dance. A lot of singer dancer, because they used to watch Michael Jackson, they love him so much, right? I'm just taking an example. I'm talking like that because I listened to Les Brown when I was dealing with so much trauma, and he really helped me to be a better person. And now I want to do the same for others. So you can't say that nobody loves you because you focus on the love who don't love you. You have to understand we're living in a world there's good and bad, and you cannot put a wall because one person speak, you had a bad experience and you think, oh, everyone is the same, like, oh, I cannot have friends, people, they don't like me because I'm so honest, because I'm this, because I'm that. I am honest, I have friends. Actually, I have to be careful with who I allow in my life because I had so many friends. It depends how if you are arrogant, you tell people things anywhere, you think nobody wants that. Oh no, I don't believe in that. Like, I respect people's culture, but men who has multiple wives, I can't do that. I don't believe in it. Because one thing that I feel love is something that is so precious, so personal, right? Why I would want to share my love with another woman, right? Why would I would want my husband or my boyfriend to be with another woman? This is when you have after is a religion thing. say religion. But for me, I cannot do it because I will not. I will not. And I go up in Paris. There are a lot of Muslim. When I mean Muslim, I'm not talking about Arabic. So a lot of Africans, people from Africa, they are Muslim too. And I had friends that I went to school with. They accept that, and they were burning friends. They still practicing it, polygamy. But I respect them. That's their culture. But I will not. I will not. You know, because I am fair. Since I see everyone equal, and that's why a lot of men they don't like me. Not like they don't like me. They like, you know, they the way they think, they can't manipulate me. So since I saw equality for everyone, if a man started doing this, if the woman decided she wants to do that too, what you gonna do? If she said, I want two husbands, I want three husbands because you have it, now they're gonna say no because I'm a man, because okay. And a lot of men, they want to do that, but they don't want their wife to do that, right? Which I don't believe in it. I don't see myself with two people. Like even when I'm dating, I cannot date so many people at the same times. Yes, I know. I had a friend, actually, more than a friend. She in Paris is crazy because Arabic culture is very not Arabic, Muslim religion is very, very strong there, very, very, very strong. So I had a lot of friends my who are Muslim, like I like people that I went to school with. That's something that is normal in France, you know. That's why I'm very open to different culture, because the country that I was born, they accept culture people. It doesn't matter. And America, that's why is a country so weird. People said freedom, freedom. Everybody's talking freedom, so fake, freedom, freedom. And they will judge people and try to say this person is a this person is a that. That's the culture. I don't want to do it, but I don't judge them. They do whatever they want. I don't have to bash them. I don't want to say they criminal, they this, they that. Everyone has the culture. And but some culture for real, they they use the culture to do the bad. It's the same as religion. That's why I always said I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. Because people use this thing to break the world, to do things they're not supposed to do. This is the religion. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm a Christian. I should do it. In the Bible, they take the thing and they change it. You're supposed to be submissive with your husband. Submissive doesn't mean abuse. I'm a very submissive wife. Very, very submissive. I do my job as a wife, but at the same time, I don't let a man abuse me, because I know what is abuse. And a lot of people use culture to hurt others. That's why I'm not so focused. I am so open to learn about people, about others' culture. But don't abuse it. Don't try to manipulate it. Don't try to say it's because I'm this. If I was this, you couldn't, you will did. I hear so many things, because I was married to a Nigerian. I hear so many, if it was in Nigeria, you will be this, you will be that. Like, okay, thank God we are not in Nigeria, we are in America. So, going back to this, again, let's help each other. Let's take time for each other. I'm gonna leave because you see a lot of people been calling me today, Saturday. Let's be fair. Let's starting saying positive things about ourselves. Do self-reflection. Be honest to yourself. Spend time with yourself. Find your help. Instead of trying to help people, put you first before. I help people, but I put myself first. Don't look for approval from others. Don't look for somebody because you did something. You want the person to say, you're so good. And when they don't say you're so good, you feel bad. Oh, I can't believe I did that. She did it. Leave it. You don't do it because you want people to give you compliment. You do it because you want to help them. You want to remove them where they are. And your blessing going to come out from God, not from them. If somebody hurt you after you help them, don't stop. Continue to help. continue, they betray you, don't stop loving. Don't change yourself because a man or a woman betray you, cheat on you, you've been fair to him. You know what? Because my ex-husband did that, he think he changed me. I become more loving, I become more a better person for my future husband, or my, I don't know if I'm gonna be married, to be honest. My future man, I will be a better person. I'm not going to be the, oh, he did that to me, I will not cook for a man anymore. No, I love cooking. That's something that I love to do. I'm not gonna change what I love to do because of a man. Oh, I am too friendly, I'm gonna stop, you have to be mean. I will not be mean. That's something from God. I'm not gonna change my personality because of a bad experience. You have to understand, not everyone has the same personality. You're gonna fall on a man, he probably his family never taught him good values, what is family values. They focus on something else. Probably wealth was number one, not spending time with each other, teaching them to respect each other. So of course he's not gonna know those. So don't beat yourself up over it. That's him. Not everyone in the world is like that. And don't close your heart to not fighting love. You will find love. I'm gonna tell you now, I'm scared to live with a man. Probably because I've been living with myself for so long and I feel so free to talk, to do whatever. Because when you're sharing your life with another person, it's not easy. It's like you have to compromise. Okay? But I'm not scared to be in love, to give back my love, to take love, right? Because a loving heart needs love. If my parents didn't give me love, I will be broken. I will not smile. I will be filled with insecurity. But the fact that they always give me love, I'm a loving person. In the worst time, someone is trying to break me down, I come back to my parents' values, the values that they gave me, they gave to me. I had to go back to them. So that's why you need love. In order to heal, you need love. In order to be a better person, you need love. In order to give, you need love. Because love can heal a whole nation. Love can do anything. Love can heal a broken heart. Love can heal your pain. When you are in love, you're speaking to a man or whoever you're speaking to, you feel so good. Sometimes you forget about your own thing because you don't want to leave that person. There's a reason why. That's why I don't like to waste my time in toxic relationship, because now it's no longer love, it's hate. You know? But when you are in the right relationship, you will feel happy. And this person gonna help you to grow, not to destroy you. And I understand that because I'm not from a broken family. Yes, I'm a deep lover, so that's why I don't give my heart easily. Because when I give my heart, oh my God, it's hard to... It is hard. So when you trust someone, you love someone, and you give all yourself and the person go and hurt you, it is super hard to restore your heart. But you will always go back if you have faith. What really helped me, it's God. I pray, I listen to motivational speeches. Sometimes I didn't even sleep at night. I would just listen to sermon and I started crying, having tears. That was the moment that I need to heal. If you skip this moment, it's not gonna be good. You're not gonna be healed, because healing is a nasty moment. Healing is not beautiful. Healing is bad. It's look bad, but inside is beautiful. Once you do the work, you will feel so good. You will feel so good. That's why sometimes I like to listen to something and I had to get some tears coming out of me to relieve the bad thing away, so I can be clean and strong when I'm speaking to others. People who don't take the time to spend the time with themselves, to be honest with themselves, they will not be fully good. That's why. VJ, so what if I have some chocolate covered almond? Yeah. So people who also are loving people, they don't have no problem to stay by themselves. You see how long I have been single? I refuse a lot of relationship. I could live with a man. I could get married right now. There's some women, it was almost 4 years. There's some women who will even have 2 babies or more. But the fact that I know that I need to heal first before I start something new, I live with myself. I am in peace with myself. The only time I don't have peace, it's when this bad ex go calling me. Because even that, I don't allow him to take my peace away. I deal with it. So a lot of people, they can't live with themselves. They always need someone to be around. They need companionship. That's the worst thing that could happen to you, because you were born alone. So God wants you to have another person to be there for you, to fulfill more love to you, because you're supposed to have already your self-love, your love. When this person is not there, you still keep going. Some people, they will stay in a bad thing because they cannot stay alone. I know a lot of women like that, and I was friends with them, and I can't understand them. And they go for the first relationship, ended up with restraining order, another one which ended up with restraining order, and they move so quick with men. And you know what? A lot of them, you know why? They don't like to take responsibility. Exactly. They don't like to take responsibility over the life. A lot of women, they go in relationship because the man is paying the rent, because the man, what they can get from the man. But what you're supposed to see you could get from the man, see if this man is a good man, if he knows what's the meaning of love, if he knows if he has values, if he has family values, if he's respectful, if he's a man of God, he's honest. You know, we can make those mistakes when we're young, but I mean young, when you're in your early 20 or 19, but when you're 25, 26, and 30, and past 30, you kept making the same mistake. You have to go back to yourself and ask yourself some question. I understand. If you make the mistake after 4 years, I can understand. But you just leave a relationship less than 1 year, you move to another relationship with the man and starting a new family, and boom, the same thing happened again, and you keep blaming other people. I know somebody like that. She was in a bad relationship. She didn't heal. She ended up in a restraining order. She moved with another man. Ended up in a restraining order again. And and I had to talk to her and said, that's not good. And she's no longer my friend because they don't like the truth. Because she told me how she jumped on the man. I said, you shouldn't jump on him. And she wants to judge me. People like that, they're very judgmental. Because they have so much time in their hands to know this person is bad, this person is not a good wife, she's not a good mother, you should do this, you should do that, you're not gonna get this, while they forget about themselves, while they forget to fix their insecurity, while they forget to fix their anger, their problem, their loneliness, because they cannot be alone, the dependency, codependence. And I said, I remember this person was doing all this for you, why did you do that? I don't care. I made this. I don't know how you say this word in English. In French, we say bouffon. It's like somebody who just, I don't even know how to explain it. And making fun of what she did bad. And this person has to stay, not working, restraining order on him. That's why I am fair to myself. I don't like to destroy order. I prefer walking away from the bad situation. A lot of women and men, instead of living a bad relationship, yes, Instead of living a bad relationship, they prefer destroying the person. And that's why my ex is doing right now. He's asking for, he go to court, he said he has the kids more than me. Lie. He's asking for temporary, temporary child support. He's making all these things. You know why? Because all that he put me through, he still see me looking better. He still see me taking care of my children. He still see me paying my rent. He still see me going. I don't come. He doesn't pay child support. 2 years, or more than 2 years, almost 4 years. I don't go calling him in court. I don't curse at him. I let him. I don't even care. I cook for him when he come pick up the kids for one week without him giving me anything. That's the blessing that God gave me. Because not for him that I cook for my children. But I'm not gonna say because the kids are with him, I'm not gonna do my job as a mother. Because I want my kids to be healthy. I want them to eat. This man doesn't care. He gonna feed them pizza and French fries. He tried to come back. I want you back. I said no. I don't want. I move on. I want you to be happy. From there, I'm gonna destroy you. Some people think they cannot stay by themselves. They can't move on. When you cannot move on and start again, that's a big problem. Because the world, life, has so many surprises for you. When you can't deal with a situation, you're just stuck in it there, there's a problem. When you don't see your problem, there's a bigger problem. When you keep making the same mistake, there's a problem. And blaming others, there's a problem. Some women, they don't want to work hard. They don't want to work hard. You see that how glass is shaped? Good smelling. Right? There's a problem. People need to understand others. You need to spend time with yourself. You don't stay in toxic situation because you're scared to be alone, because you're scared to start again. Oh, someone told me, did you know what is life of a single mother? Single mother is not, it's not an easy thing. When I don't want to be a single mother, but I have to be. I either become a single mother or stay in an abusive relationship. And I refuse to deal with abuse and control. So what I have to do, become a single mother and work hard to take care of myself and my children than staying in a big house with a man who controls me like a little slave. When you don't want to do the work, you don't want to start again, you don't want to put your big pants and say, okay, I'm going to work hard to be who I want to be, who God wants me to be, standing for the right thing. Okay, I have 15%, I have to go. You're gonna be abused, you're gonna be controlled, you will not be happy, you will not be in peace, you will not know what is your purpose. Oops, sorry. Because guess what? Oh my God. Because guess what? It's easy to just allow somebody to give us everything that we want. It's easy to use someone instead of going to do the work. Some people, they just like the comfort zone. Someone providing. You just want a provider to provide everything instead of you going to work. I had this problem with my ex. He just wanted me to sit at home not doing anything. Yes, I'm going to. Thank you for watching because my phone is about to die and I have to call some people. So you have to do the thing. You have to work on yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to know your values when somebody is abusing you, disrespect you, control you, manipulate you with something that they think you cannot have. You have to go on your own way. Go find it yourself and show them. You weren't my source of inspiration. You're not my God. You're nothing. You were a person that I love who's supposed to treat me good, with respect, with values, with everything and compassion. You did all the opposite. Now it's the expiration date. I leave and I will never come back to you. Good luck, and I hope you learn from it. You never do it again to nobody in the world. That's what you have to do when you want to teach somebody a lesson. When you want to show people you have values, you have characters, you respect yourself. A person without character is nothing. You can be beautiful, but if you don't know your worth, you don't know who you are, you're nothing. People will play with you, they will disrespect you, they will control you, they will abuse you, and you will still stay in it for 20 years, 50 years, feel like a victim. This is the time for you to take the action and say enough is enough. And I am strong, I am powerful, I am smart, I am beautiful, I can do all things. The truth should set me free because I know the truth. I'm gonna seek for the truth. I'm gonna educate myself. I'm gonna have knowledge. I'm gonna get power. I'm gonna get strength. I'm gonna be strong. I don't know how, but I will find it. I will look for it because I'm hungry for it. I am weak. I'm gonna get this strength. And I get the strength that I need. If I can get it, you can get it too. I don't want nobody to be abused. Nobody. I don't want that. No woman to be supposed to be get abused by a man. No man supposed to get abused by a woman. No children supposed to get abused by their parents. I don't talk about spanking when the children do bad, but some of you just because you're dealing with your problem, you're booming you in the children's face, take shoes and hurting the kids like he's a little, I don't know why. When you want to start doing good thing, you have to start showing it to others. When you want to be a good person, you don't people abuse you, don't repeat it. Learn to be healed instead of passing your evilness outside. This person who spit the evil in you, it's time for you to remove it. Clean yourself from it. That's why I didn't stay in that house because I know I need something new. I need a new clean place. I need a new mindset. I need to be in a place cleaner than that. This house was a really bad house, an evil house. It looks good inside, beautiful, but inside was a broken house because I know it. I know what is clean. I know what is real. I hope everything that I said, you put it into your brain and you make it in practice, and God gonna help you. Excuse me if I speak a lot with passion, but I'm very passionate when I'm sharing my message to my people. I love you, everyone. Have a good night. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Okay, my phone almost, oh my God, 15%. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Have a good night.